our champion, Tom Olszta of Southbridge, Massachusetts, faces the challenge of Bill Treeful of Norfolk, Massachusetts on Candlepin bowling. Hi, everybody. Welcome once again to Candlepin Bowling. I'm Don Gillis, and everybody, I guess, knows by now that this program is on videotape. I'll remind you again, we do the taping sometimes several weeks before you actually see the telecast. We do our taping here at the Fairway on Route 9 in Natick, Massachusetts. It's always 3 strings of Candlepin Bowling, and it is total pinfall which will determine our winner. He'll be rewarded with a permanent souvenir, a handsome marble-based trophy from the Ace Trophy Company of Austin. The runner-up receives a smaller but otherwise identical version to indicate he was a participant on our show. We have guaranteed prize money of $1,150, $700 to the winner, $300 to the runner-up, $50 to the winner of each string, and obviously, should they tie, they would split that at $25 apiece. I have with me this certificate. It's worth $50. It's a $50 gift certificate from True Value hardware stores and home centers. That will go to our marksman of the day, the bowler with the most marks. There are lots of other opportunities for our bowlers to make some money. I'll tell you about that later, but right now, let's meet today's bowler, shall we? Billy, I haven't seen you for a while. You've heard what this guy's been doing for the last couple of weeks, and so...
I watched him break the 26-year-old record last year in here, and I didn't come over and watch today, but I called up just to see how he was doing. He's doing great.
When Bill made it, he called me up. He says, "Oh, I hear you made it." He says, "I made it too," and we talked on the phone for a while. Bill stays in touch. We talk to each other a lot. We bowl together, so...
All right, well, you're already in because you're the top seed right now for our big show next to... This is nothing new for you. It's almost like an annual event. What do? You save the last week in August? Make sure you don't go on vacation or something?
Yeah.
And, Billy, of course, you know that you'd like to be in there, too.
I'd love to see Tommy a little further down in the year.
Yeah. Okay. Well, good luck to both of you. It should be a great match. You're 2 great bowlers. All right, we'll get started right after this.
Candlepin Bowling is sponsored in part by your neighborhood True Value hardware store.
It's been the #1 sport in New England for 100 years or more. You like our style even more today than you ever have before. No matter what your size is, you're never too small to play. For keeping trim and staying in shape, you won't find a better way. Come on, go bowling. You'll love our style more than ever before. Come on, go bowling. It's New England's favorite family sport.
Today's challenger on the line, he's Bill Treeful. League average 125. High single 192. High triple 492. Bill had a 682 in winning his roll-off. Bill is a youngish-looking chief of police. He is the chief of police in Norfolk, Massachusetts, representing FICO's Bowlodrome in Franklin, Massachusetts. Good bowler who's been on here several times. 2 full on the head pin. Nice shot. Still has 2 pins standing. The 2 and the 4. 10 box. Now Tom Olszta on for his 3rd week. 441 a couple of weeks ago to put in top seeded, as I alluded to in our interview, for our championship show. That's in August. $20,000 in prize money, $10,000 to the winner. The 5 bowlers with the highest 3-string total since our last show last August. The 441 was an exciting 441, but last week was even more exciting. He rolled the 441 in defeating Joe Days and then came on as defending champion last week and was tied by Alfie Johnson at 398 each. Then they went into a 2-box roll-off. Each rolled 29. So they went into another 2-box roll-off, and Tommy won that by 5 pins. His league average is 130. Oh, he almost pulled it off. He almost pulled it off. High single 209, high triple 496. And for the gentleman who always wants to know what the roll-off scores are, I remind you again, 643 for Tom Olszta to qualify, 682 it was for Bill Treeful. 4 horsemen left side for Bill. Made it. Hit it just perfectly. Wasn't that pretty? See? Made it look easy. All right, now he has the 4 horsemen right side as his fill is 6. 1, 3, 6, and 10. Missed the head pin. Is it going to be? Yes. It is a strike for Tom Olszta. Opposite the spare. Blasted down the middle, but just a little bit too full on the head pin. So just 4 on that first ball. Let's see what he can do with the second one. It's a 6, so each had a 6. One on a spare and the other on a strike. Since Bill had a 7 in the first box, and now Tom has a 7 in the fourth box, and they each had a mark with a fill of 6, they are tied at the end of 4 at 43. Our challenger, Bill Treeful, on the line now to roll in the 5th box of the first string. He wants that to go, but it didn't. Seven and 9. 4 pieces of wood. Made it. Using the wood, went to the right side, had the 9, then went over and got the 7. Big hit. Strike on spare. When he comes up, he'll be trying to make it 3 in a row. And as I said, there are opportunities for our bowlers to make money. Just about everybody knows by now that 3 marks in a row, any combination of strikes or spares, establishes a bonus of $50. Tom Olszta is left with the 1, 4, 7, and 9. He used the piece of wood, but all he got was the 9. Now 1, 4, 7, just the 1. So it's an 8 box. Tommy is married, father of 2. He manages the Hippodrome Lanes in Southbridge. Two, 4, 6. Those are the pins remaining. He made them dance a little bit, but the 6 did not get hit. It's a 10. Bill Treeful, 2 marks in a row, hoping to make it 3 in a row for some bonus money. It is. Is it ever? He has 2 strikes in a row. And 3 strikes in a row in the same string will be worth an additional bonus of $1,000. So stand by. I shall say no more. Nope. Did not go. Not for the strike. At least he has the $50 in bonus money for the 3 marks in a row. 3 pin is the object pin, and he missed it. So the fill will be 7. And 9 in the box. Tom Olszta had 1 mark, a strike. Three on the right, 3, 6, 10, plus the 4-7 on the left. Got the right side, but the 4-7 is still there. 10 bucks.
And the 8-box step was a 9.
Spread eagle. Leaving 2, 4, 7, 3, 6, 10. Took the right side out. And just one of the 3 on the left, so it's an 8 box. And Tom will have a disappointing for him string based on what we see so far, because he's just at 79 through 8. And Bill Treeful is at 116. 4 horsemen right side and the 8 pin. Tough shot. Concentrating on getting that 8 in the back and not getting the 10 as a result. It's tough, no matter which way you go. Some guys try to go just to the outside of the, just enough to skin it and start that domino effect, and then have the ball carry through and get the 8, or if the 4 horsemen's on the other side, get the 9. It's a 10, and he has a fine 126. His league average is 125. Another box to go. This is a tough one because he has parallel pins in the 4 and 5, and then in the back, the 9 and 10. Did I say 4 and 5? I meant 5 and 6. Sorry. 5, 6, 9, and 10. Yes. $136. Add 6 more. 142. Tom Olszta, he needs some marks right now. When that was going in a right pocket hit, 1-3, it looked as if it was going to get him a lot more. All but one. $89 and a box to go. Now here's the triangle that's made up of the 2, 4, 5, and he has a little wood that may help. Oh, unbelievable, all around. And finally the ball came back and got it. He doesn't look as if he's too proud of that, but he'll take it. $99 plus 9 more. 108. $34 pins. That's his deficit at the moment, as challenger Bill Treeful, the police chief of Norfolk, Massachusetts, is leading Tom Olszta of Southbridge, Massachusetts, 142 to 108. In the middle string, our defending champion leads it off. He's Tommy Olszta. 2 full on the head pin, and he winds up with a spread eagle. 2, 4, 7 on the right, 3, 6, 10. I mean on the left, 3, 6, 10 on the right. 2 of them still there, the 2 and the 4. Got the 2, so it's a 9. Once again, he was 2 full on the head pin, but he got a better pinfall this time, and he has the 4 and 7 to get. However, there is wood, which is almost perpendicular to it. 2 pieces, they're kind of rolling around there, and they may make it very difficult for him to get at it. Well, let's see if he can get one of them. Can he get them both? Yes, he did. Now, challenger Bill Treeful, leading in the match by 34 pins coming into this second string. And that lob just cost him almost a strike. All but 1 pin. Ball just stuck in his hands as he was releasing it, and it flew out there and did not make fair contact until after it had passed the lob line. And that's why Ralph Stewart sits on the lob line. He's both lob line judge and referee. Had they all gone down then, it would be a spare, as you know. So this now is the 3rd ball. It's a 9 box. Got a break there. Now he has 6 and 10 to convert for a spare. You could see from here that he was not going to get that he was going to miss the 6 pin. Got it that time. My position is just to the left. I'm looking right down lane 1. They're bowling on lane 2 and 3. All right, Tom Olszta now has the 1 and the 8 and 10. Wood in back. Should help. If he hit the head pin, it would have. The 1-7-10, a high-low jackpot at the end of the program, is worth $1,050. It went for a 10. Home viewer jackpot is up to $250. Janie Cartier keeping score on that big scoreboard, and Keith Williams keeping score beside me. As I told you, Ralph Stewart sits right on the lob line. There he is, our lob line judge and referee. Yes, a spare. Don Riley is our coordinator and statistician, and of course Phil Rubin is the guy who not only produces it but also directs it. He has all the headaches. We just show up. All right, not the easiest of spare leads, not so as easy as it looks. I mean, this looks like a piece of cake when you look right down at it. And it probably will go more than half the time. But it's not automatic. Maybe 40% of the time. The bowler will chop out the one in the middle, or will clip one of the wings off and not get all three. Eight, and a chance for another spare as the 6 and 10 are standing over on the right. Made it. Ignored the piece of wood that was there and just went right after. So once again, as we do in the first and in the second string, we take a check on the scoreboard after 4. Right now it is challenger Bill Treeful of Norfolk, Massachusetts, 47 with a bonus ball to roll. Tommy Olszta of Southbridge, Massachusetts, 46 with a bonus ball to roll. Tommy Olszta on the line now to roll in the 5th box of the middle string at the halfway point in our match. Ten pin alone on the right. On the left, 2, 4, 7. Oh, he used the wood so well that time. He looked at it, and you have to have excellent depth perception to be able to tell, looking from 60 feet away, just how far in that piece of wood is. And if I hit it here, the ball will go to the right, the piece of wood will go to the left, and those 3 pins will go down while the ball will take the 10 pin. And that's what happened. The fill is 5. He has 4 horsemen right plus the 8 pin, but there's wood in the back for that 8 pins. So he didn't have to worry about all he had to think about then was just make the 4 horsemen, because that wood in the back, something will hit it and carry it into the 8. 3 marks in a row. $50 in bonus money for Tom Olszta, who's been cleaning up with bonus money in the last couple of weeks. Billy Treeful. Now he has a piece of wood up against a little triangle. That triangle is made up of the 3, 5, and 6. Made it. Now another $50 in bonus money for Bill Treeful. For 3 marks in a row, and that's alive as long as he can keep it going now. Each subsequent consecutive mark will be worth $50 each. That was a real thin hit there. Just 3. See if he can convert it. Come back. Nope, had to get that head pin anyway. So there are still 3 standing. The head pin plus the 6 and 10. It's an 8 box. Tom has established 3 marks in a row, so each subsequent consecutive mark would be worth $50 apiece. But if he's going to get it, he's going to work on it, because he just threw himself another spread eagle and kicked off just 1 that time. So now he'll go for the 3 on the left. He took out the 3 pin. Now he'll go for the 2, 4, 7, and got all but 1, the 10. So it's a 9. That puts him at 90 through 7. Big hammer. Strike in the 8th. Not a very good lead. 3, 6 on the right, 4, 7 on the left. There's 1 piece of wood up against the 4. Goes for that. Obviously trying to, as I said before, trying to skin that pin. It's an 8 box. Still 6 pins there. 4 horsemen plus the 5 and 9. And the kingpin is still there, the 5. It's still there. It's a 9. That brings him to 92. All right, Tom Olszta is working on a strike. He's at an even 100, plus what he gets on these next 2, and that 8. Oh, he has 2 strikes in a row! 3 strikes in a row, an additional bonus, in addition to the 50 for 3 marks in a row, an additional bonus of $1,000. Let's watch. Yes, it did go. It did go. That's $1,000 extra right there as that final pin fell. And it's still alive. It's still alive. If he rolls another one, it'll be another $1,000. It's still alive. This could be worth another $1,000. Once again, let's watch. All right, 1,000 is there, but he can still pick up another $50 in bonus money by making these 3 pins. He did! Another $50 in bonus money. And a 167. $100 more in the regular bonus money, plus that extra $1,000 for 3 strikes in a row. Four and 7 is what he's facing right now. And yes, he made it. So that puts Bill at 102. Remember, it was a 34-pin lead. Seven. 3 more to get for another mark. 4, 7, and 8. Oh, right in the middle, hit the 4. Nine. 118. And Tom leads by 15 pins. A sizzling 167 string for Tom Olszta, who a couple of weeks ago had a middle string of 173. There it is after 2. Tom Olszta 275, Bill Treeful 260. Here's our challenger, Bill Treeful, on the line to lead off in the 3rd. And Bill, is he going to get it? No, the 2-pin did not go down. A spare to begin for Bill Treeful. Bill gets how many? He gets them all. Strike on spare to begin the 3rd. $25 pins is what Tom needs for another $100 in bonus money for rolling a 400. Head pin. Plus in the back, 7 and 9. Ralph Stewart calls time because he wants to check to see where those pieces of wood are, well, the one that's nearest to us. It is behind the deadwood line, so it stays there. Made it! Pretty spare. I've told you before, the deadwood line is exactly 2 feet from the middle of the head pin toward the bowler. If the wood touches it or comes this side of it, it's removed. If it's behind it, it stays. Is it going to be? Nope. It's a 9-drop and a single pin, the 7, to pick up for 2 marks in a row. Yes. So both bowlers are up there with marks in the first 2 boxes. Bill Treeful working on a strike, so he will have 2 bonus balls. Too bad. It turned out to be a weak hit, a thin hit. With the first ball, he still has another to roll, but he was hoping to make it 3 marks in a row, obviously. So 7 becomes the fill, but what he wanted was 3 marks in a row for some bonus money. And not only that, but for the score, of course. But you do tend to think about that bonus money when you have 2 marks in a row up on the board. 9 bucks. He's at 46 through 3. He did not want that split. He winds up with 4, 7, 6, 10. A couple of pieces of wood over on that left side, nothing over on the right. Waiting for that wood to settle down, and now got the 2 on the left, but did not get the action he wanted to go over there and get the 6-10. It's a 9 box, another. Tom Olszta with 2 marks in a row. Six is the fill. 3 pins over on the left. 4, 7, 8. And the 10 over on the right. Piece of wood. Maybe it'll go. Oh, he snapped it to the right. But just a little bit too deep into the pit. And the 10 is still there. So no more bonus money there. 9 bucks. Right down the middle as he punched out the 1-5. Another 9. So Billy Treeful has picked up 2 of the 15 pins. Tom Olszta leading by 13. 6 boxes to go. Bill Treeful to the left for a half Worcester. Punching out 2 and 8. Didn't get the head pin nor the 4-7. Just the head pin, so he leaves the 4-7. It's an 8 box. He needs a 140 for a 400. Tom Olszta needs a 125. And why do we mention the 400? Because there's an extra $100 bonus if a bowler rolls a 400 series. Bill Treeful. 4 and 8. Yes. All right. There were 2 marks by each bowler in the first 2 boxes, 2 9s by each bowler. Now an 8 spare for Bill Treeful. Let's see what Tom Olszta does. It appears it will be more than an 8. He has a side saddle triangle made up of the 2, 5, 8 with a wood. It's gone. Here's the fill. Here's the great advantage to having a ball that works so well. Even though he missed the head pin and went to the right, he made another spare simply because he has the ability to throw that fireball with enough spin on it so he stirs them up, he mixes them up and gets a lot of action. Bill Treeful working on a spare right now. For Bill, it's going to be an 8-pin drop. 6 and 10 to pick up for a spare, but there's a piece of wood. I don't think it'll bother him, but no, it didn't. He's experienced enough not to let it bother him. 2 in a row. He had 2 in a row in the first and second. He has only the 10-pin to pick up to make it 3 in a row and give him $50 more in bonus money. 10-pin, yes. $200 in bonus money for Bill Treeful. Tom Olszta, of course, at the moment has $1,200 in bonus money, which includes the $1,000 extra bonus for 3 strikes in a row. He now has a chance for 3 marks in a row. Working on a spare, strike on spare. There's another $50 in bonus money for Tom Olszta. He's at 101 and well on his way to getting the extra 100 for another 400. First bonus ball got him all but 1, and everybody started thinking, wow, are we going to have another 3 strikes in a row? 1 pin to pick up the 4-pin, 2 pieces of wood in front of it. Give him 50 more. $1,300. Now Bill Treeful has 3 marks in a row. He has a chance to pick up more bonus money. Seven-pin drop. 3, 6, 10 are the 3 pins that are there. That's what he needs for another $50. Oh, the 10 did not go. $127.
Come on, guys. Wait for the ball. Come on.
He needs a mark and 3 in order to pick up another $100. Tough split, tough split. It looks as if he hits that wood on the right-hand side, drives all 3 pieces over to the left. Yes, it went. All right. He's got a shot at an extra $100.
Come on, Bill. Throw the hammer.
He needs 3. 3 pins right now for an extra $100. He got it. He got 9 of them. Now the additional point of that is that puts him in 5th place right now. No, it's in 4th. What is it? What did he get? Yes, 5th place right now with his 406. Now Tom Olszta for his final 2. Let's see, how many is he going to get here? Oh, yes, that 10 fell for him. So he has a chance for even more bonus money. Yes. Okay, he's at 139 and still counting. He already is leading with his 441. It's just a question now, what will he wind up today? $7.10, but he's got a piece of wood that could go over and get, it's near the 10 that could go over and get it. Let's see if he can do it. No. 157 will be what he's 156 right now, and if he gets this next one, it will be 157. He did. 157. Is it? Let's see. All right. Are they a little bit excited? 2 guys over 400, a 432, and a 406. How about that? All right, we'll be back to talk to Tom about that $1,000 and to talk to Billy about his 400 right after I give it to you for the final time, 432 to 406. Well, once again, for another week, we have one of those totals that's over 800. So I'm not too sure whether we're going to have a correct guess or not. As you know, we allowed 10 pins either side. The total was 838, which, by the way, is the 4th highest in the history of the show. That is combined total of both bowlers. 838, that means we'll allow 10 either side. So if the guess is anywhere between 828 and 848, then that person will win the $250, which is in the home viewer jackpot. Just a reminder again, what these cards represent, they are guesses by you viewers, you home viewers, who send to us on a card, 1 a day. That's all the thing we ask you to do is to remember 1 per day. Be sure to include your name and address and a guess as to what you think the combined total would be on a day that you hope I reach in there and pull your card out. Please then send it along to this address, which would be Candlepin Bowling, WCBB-TV, 5 TV Place, Needham, Massachusetts, zip code number 02192. And when we do have a winner, we then empty out the drum and we start all over again. But right now, it's up to 250, and there are a lot of cards in there, and I have a feeling that it's going to be very difficult to pick out a card that will be anywhere between 828 and 848. However, I shall try. And remember, when I do pull out that card, do not feel sorry for that person if they're nowhere near it, because he or she will be rewarded with several prizes. These, for example.
A Barbasol gift set of men's toiletries, including Glide stick deodorant and shave cream. Barbasol shave cream has lather as thick and rich as other leading foams, but costs only half as much. Barbasol. And 2 cassette tapes from RCA Records. First, the latest album from America's favorite singer, Kenny Rogers. They don't make them like they used to. And from Samantha Fox, her latest album, Touch Me. And Stetson Cologne. Easy to wear, hard to resist. To a man, the most comfortable fragrance. To a woman, the most compelling.
All right, I told you, the total, 838, 10 either side. That's a lot of pins. Let's go over here somewhere. 828 to 848 would win it. Oscar Rydberg, Greystone Drive, Danvers, Massachusetts. The guess is 711, so we will go to $300 next week. Now, Tommy, you've won so much money today. I don't know if you won another 1,050, but there are 3 pins there. 1, 7, 10. Oh, you just left it for Bill, right? Oh, yeah. You just left it for... Yeah, he's being good to you, of course, yeah. Oh, son of a gun. Okay, guys, come on up here. Next week, 1,000, and why don't you get over here, and I'll talk to you first of all. You know, first of all, I want to tell you, you already know it, I'm sure, but you're in 5th place right now for our big True Value show with that 406.
Geez, the pins have been moving pretty well in here. I don't know if it'll hold up. If it did, like I said, I'd love to see Tommy again.
I know.
He's got me twice now, so but he's bowling well. He's throwing a power ball. He's mixing the pins, and they're falling very good. He's making the shots.
Right now, he's still in 1st place with his 441. Then it's Peter Flynn with a 435. Richie Hawk Hallis with a 422, Beth Peterson with a 408, and Bill Treeful with a 406.
It's nice company.
That sound nice,
Nice
huh?
company.
Yeah. Okay, you get the smaller trophy, but I don't think you really mind today because you bowled so well against this Tiger, huh?
You know, I felt good. I had the lob in the 2nd string of the opening box, and you know, it cost me. There's about 18 pins I'm looking at there because it was a single pin that was left standing and an 8 drop on it. But I know I had to work today, and it was a good match. I think the people enjoyed it. I know Tommy enjoyed it.
He ought to, I'll tell you that. Well, hey, listen, it's not too bad, but you don't go home exactly broke to the chief of police office down there in Norfolk. You got $300 plus another $300 in bonus money, $600. That's not bad.
3 days work doing it.
All right. Hey,
Thank
good
you.
to see you. All right. I hope we do see you in August. All right. Thomas, you son of a gun, huh? The biggie. Oh, baby. How about that? Let's see now. The big trophy, which goes, I don't know what you do with all of them. You got so darn many of them. You also were our top marksman of the day with 17 marks to Billy's 15. So you get the $50 gift certificate from True Value Hardware Stores and Home Centers. You had 3 strikes in a row for an extra bonus of $1,000. You had the $700 for winning. And in addition to that, you picked up another $500. So if I'm not mistaken, that comes out to $2,200 for one show.
I'll take it.
You'll love it, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, you've been picking money away from us for a long, long time, and right now it looks as if you've got an excellent chance. I don't know if you're going to be top seed again. That's a wonderful position to be in while the other guys are fighting for it, huh?
Just to be there is an honor.
I know. Well, listen, you have been a very excellent representative. There are still many people, and I'm not going to argue with them, who think that you're the best. So, I mean, you're proving it over and over again. I don't know who your opponent's going to be next week because that roll-off had not been held by the time we're taping this, but we sure have enjoyed the last 3 weeks.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. That's it for today. Don Gillis for the whole crew. Bye-bye, everybody.